Imagine a man who possessed everything, immense wealth, a blessed family, and the respect of all, a righteous man. His name was Job. He lived in the land of Uz, a place of vast steppes and countless flocks. God himself described him as blameless, upright, one who feared him and shunned evil. 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 1,000 oxen, 500 donkeys, 10 happy children. His prosperity was unparalleled, proof of divine blessing. But perfection sometimes comes at a price. In the heavenly realm, a sinister conversation unfolded. A wager would be made, a man's life as the target. Satan, the accuser, challenged Job's faith before God. Job serves you only because of your blessings. Take them from him, Satan provoked, and he will surely curse you to your face. Job's loyalty was at stake. God allowed the test, but with one condition. Everything he has is in your hands, but do not touch his life. That day the sun rose like any other over Job's estate, but peace was about to crumble. The shepherds' tents stood tall. The cattle drank from the well. Job enjoyed the tranquil morning. Then the first messenger appeared, a pale, gasping man running under the scorching sun. He threw himself at Job's feet, his voice choked. Terrible news, the Sabeans had attacked suddenly. They stole all the oxen and donkeys. They killed all his servants. I was the only one to escape, he stammered. Job felt a chill down his spine. His eyes widened in shock. His mind struggled to process. Hardly had the first finished speaking, another messenger appeared, stumbling with a charred body and burned skin. Fire from heaven fell upon the sheep and shepherds. It consumed everything in burning flames. No one escaped the fury. Job's breath caught. 2 tragedies in minutes. The pain began to settle in, relentless. He barely had time to assimilate. A third messenger ran desperately, pointing to the dusty horizon. His voice was full of dread. 3 bands of Chaldeans invaded. They took all the camels. They massacred the servants with sharp swords. I was the only one to escape, he cried. More incalculable losses. Job's wealth slipped away like sand through his fingers. With each report, his world crumbled. He looked to the sky, seeking a sign, an answer. But God's silence was deafening. His servants, his vast fortune, his unshakable security, all gone in a few morning hours. Taken by violence, by fire, and by the sword, Job's mind struggled to comprehend such devastation. How could such disaster strike a righteous, God-fearing man in so little time? He felt the weight of the world. A much greater shadow approached. The worst news was yet to come. As Job tried to compose himself, a 4th messenger, the youngest, arrived, his face pure despair. His body trembled uncontrollably, his eyes fixed on the ground. The news he brought would be the final arrow. Job's children were at a feast in their eldest brother's house. Laughter and joy filled the air. They celebrated, unaware of the cruel fate that awaited them. A storm was forming on the horizon. Suddenly, A mighty wind struck the house. The walls collapsed. The roof gave way with a crash. The mud and wood structure crumbled. Dust and debris everywhere. The silence that followed was sepulchral. All 10 of his children, 7 sons and 3 daughters, were inside. No one survived. They died crushed. The young messenger wept, sobbing, barely able to breathe. I am the only one who escaped to tell you. Your children are gone, my lord, all of them. The messenger's voice broke into a lament. Time stopped for Job. The news, a brutal blow. Wealth, possessions, servants, all insignificant now. His children, his lineage, the joy of his heart. 10 young lives lost in an instant. The man who possessed everything now had nothing. The pain was deeper than any wound. A silent cry. Job tore his garments, a sign of deep mourning. He shaved his head, threw himself to the ground. He prostrated himself in the dust, in despair and, surprisingly, in worship, his face covered in tears. But not in rebellion. Amidst the chaos, an unshakable faith was revealed, defying human logic. He said with a choked voice, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I shall return there. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Amidst total ruin, Job worshipped. He did not curse God. The silence of heaven remained, but Job's faith echoed like thunder in the desert. Thus ends the darkest day in Job's life. In less than 24 hours, he lost everything. A story of unimaginable loss, of faith tested to the limit. The man of Uz faced the abyss and did not waver. His resilience, his unwavering devotion, made him an eternal symbol of hope amidst adversity. Though his suffering was great, Job remained firm in his integrity. This is the first part of the journey. This was the story of Job, the man who lost everything in a single day and still praised the Lord. If you want to discover more epic Bible stories, subscribe to our channel now. Don't miss any episode. Every week, a new narrative that will transport you to the Old Testament. Leave your comment below. Which biblical character do you want to see here, told with maximum historical accuracy and cinematic richness?